Today, we're tackling a silent crisis in service delivery. The belief that if work gets done, it must be done right. That assumption is costing companies millions in rework and reputation damage. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how process deviations erode value and how a scientific approach can seal those leaks for good. Service delivery isn't just about completing tasks. It's about following proven procedures that guarantee consistency and quality. But in the real world, agents skip steps, take shortcuts, or swap tasks under pressure. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Manual checks and spreadsheets can't catch these subtle patterns across thousands of cases. Generic monitoring tools look for outages, not procedural integrity. This leads to a gradual decline in service standards, increased costs, and compliance risks. The core issue is that event sequence analysis requires specialized techniques. Most people think of deviations as obvious errors, but they're often lawful variations or temporary workarounds. DetectDeviations uses process mining and sequence alignment algorithms from data science. It doesn't just flag outliers, it understands the context of each action. You need to grasp concepts like conformance checking and deviation typology. We differentiate between skips, where a step is missed, rework, where steps are repeated unnecessarily, and swaps, where the order is changed. These aren't random events. They follow patterns that our software maps precisely. Now, let's talk about what DetectDeviations does. It ingests your event logs from ticketing systems, workflow tools, or custom applications. It compares them against your digital process model, which you can upload or define within the platform. The engine calculates conformance scores in real time, highlighting every instance where reality diverges from the plan. It maintains a complete audit trail, showing who did what and when. Plus, it allows for scenario modeling. You can test how proposed process changes might affect deviation rates before implementation. Let me walk you through a hypothetical example. Imagine a telecom company's customer onboarding process. The standard model has 10 sequential steps. We input variables like average handle time and agent skill level. Over a quarter, DetectDeviations analyzes all onboarding tickets. It might reveal that Step 5 credit check is skipped 20% of the time for low-value accounts, leading to later fraud issues, or that Steps 7 and 8 are swapped by experienced agents, actually improving efficiency. The measurable outcome? You see exactly which deviations cause harm and which might be innovations to adopt. For compliance, the software generates clear, stakeholder-ready reports. These reports translate technical deviations into business terms, like risk exposure or training gaps. They align with frameworks like ITIL or ISO, making audits straightforward. Managers get dashboards, not data dumps, so they can act quickly. In summary, DetectDeviations gives you control over your operational DNA. It turns chaotic event logs into a blueprint for excellence, reducing rework by pinpointing its source and ensuring your team works as designed. See,